how to create a bouncy blowout on naturally curly hair. My name is Lindsey Olson. I'm a Sanvia brand ambassador as well as a global Rican artist, here to share with you my must-haves for the technique, the tools, and the products to create this must-have look. This is the natural texture. So we have a lot of curl that we're starting with. Here is our end result on one side and what we're also starting with on the other. So I'm gonna share the must-haves as we go along, as well as the tools and the products. First, we're gonna start with the hair really wet. The first product that I'm gonna work with is Redken's One United. And the second product that we're gonna be using is also a spray. This is a spray smooth. So this is a really cool product because it's really different because it's an aerosol. So I'm also gonna come in and just spray this all over and then work it through with a brush to make sure that it's evenly distributed throughout the entire head of hair. I'm gonna work this through with the paddle brush first, which is one of the brushes that you're gonna be using out of the 4 for this blow dry. Yes, we're gonna be using 4 different brushes throughout the blow dry, and I'm gonna share why as we go. And then we're gonna section it off so that we're working on one section at a time. Now the tools. So I think I said 3 or 4 brushes, which I wasn't lying. I'm gonna show you which ones that I am gonna be using today. I am gonna be using these. So everything from the smoothing styling brush to a paddle brush to a ceramic round, as well as a boar bristle round. You need them all, and I'm gonna share with you why. First, to maintain control over the base, you wanna remember base, mids, the ends. Base, mids, ends. This is how you wanna blow dry the hair. The brush is on top of the hair, and I'm taking the blow dryer right to that section, and I'm blow drying the hair down first. This is gonna give you control over that base. I'm moving the hair in a few different directions, but still keeping the brush on top of the hair and blow drying the hair down. Again, making sure that the base is getting dry before I move on to the mids and the ends. So this is what's going to give me the flattest result because I'm pushing the hair down, blow dryer on top, no roughing up the cuticle, smoothing everything down, holding the hair at the end of the brush for tension, and just working on that base. After blow drying the base with the styling brush, then I switch to the round brush for the mids and the ends for more control. Ooh, really good hot tip is also, I'm not doing this. I'm not coming in and putting the blow dryer on the brush. You just want to get really, really close, but you don't need to press the blow dryer to the brush. That will actually burn the hair. So stay close and work as a team, blow dryer and brush, but not on it. Oh, and one more. If you don't see the polish the way you want it to, take a smaller section. The icon himself said you gotta slow down to speed up. So take a smaller section, you'll get the shine and the polish that way. And I'll switch from having the brush on top of the hair like this to underneath the hair. And this is what's just gonna keep giving me the best tension and making sure that the hair is really smooth on the top. One more, just follow through all the way to the ends. So once you think you're at the ends, just keep going with the blow dryer and the brush till like basically you're like past them. We're doing good so far. Now that the sections are dry, remember base, mids, and the ends. Every time you blow dry any type of hair, this is how you want to style to really get the most control over the finish and the long lasting finish. So base, mids, ends. I'm gonna continue going and then we're gonna switch the brushes at the end. Okay, so this is another point where I like to switch the brushes. Usually I do it when I'm all the way at the end, but I want to show you guys now. So what I'll do is once I get the hair all the way dry, I'll come in with the paddle brush first because you really need to make sure that the hair like connects and flows together. So I'm gonna go in with like a flat wrapping technique where I'm gonna go from left to the right, and create like an X motion to make sure that there's no like lines or ridges that are separating the sections, and just make it to like flow together. And I am the one that's applying the pressure for the tension. So as you see, like I am really moving with intention. It's not one of these where you're like flicking the hair from afar. You're moving the blow dryer and the paddle brush together, blow dryer and paddle brush together. And again, slow down the speed up and just take your time. And this is what's really gonna join all those sections together for us to finish the style. One more hot tip of another product that I love to use. So I said I love sprays. So another one that I love is the anti-static spray from frizz-free. So because it's very lightweight, very easy to apply as you are working through the blow dry. This is also a great point where I'll start to use the ceramic. And I'll come in at the very end with the ceramic too, but if I feel like I need like more polish on the end before I hit it with the iron, this is when I'll come in with the ceramic. So remember, just a quick hot tip, base, mids, ends. Use small sections if you're not getting the polish. Change your brush to change the control as you're working. All right, now that all of the hair is dry, we've gone through with all the brushes. I'm gonna do one more pass through with the paddle brush before we go in with the flat iron. And it just depends on the texture type. If you need a flat iron, if you could just come in with a curling iron at the end, or if the round brushes will give you enough movement. We got some bend from the round brushes, but I think I'm gonna add a little bit of a curling iron just to give a little bit more. Actually gonna use the smaller one. So this is the 1-inch 2-in-1 Marcel. I'm gonna come in with a vertical section because I wanna maintain a decreased volume. I don't wanna add any volume on the top. And I'm just going to work mostly the mids and the ends to create just a little bit more movement into the finish. So I'm just taking large vertical sections. And again, just working similar, still going from the base to the mids to the ends. Just large vertical sections to just create some more movement in the entire shape. All right, now we have set it. We did a 1-inch iron, everything away from the face. I'm just coming in with that anti-static spray on my hands. This is from frizz-free. I'm just gonna glide it through my hands, and then I'm just gonna work it through. And I'm gonna start with my hands first and see if that gives me the finish that I'm looking for, versus coming in with a brush first. And sometimes this is all I need, is just a little bit of movement. So there's her shoulders, and see, there it is. Bouncy, beautiful blow dry. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any education to help you create all of the looks on all texture types.